TdH Hommes Netherlands aims to be a catalyst for systemic change by 2030. And what that means for us as an organization is that we want to empower children to be able to claim their rights. We want to connect them to those who can bring about change. That will include governments and other stakeholders. And also we want to use our internal knowledge and expertise in order to contribute to becoming a catalyst for systemic change, to stopping exploitation, and to ensure that big numbers of children are actually protected from exploitation. And just to run you through the data that we have available, so as at now, we are saying that approximately 160 million children are involved in child labor. Over 300 million children are sexually exploited either within the online space, the digital space, or offline. We're also saying that over 50 million children are actually displaced from their homes. Now, those are clear numbers to show the urgency of fighting and stopping child exploitation. The idea of a better together is that each of us has a role to play. And I think if we play that role properly, if we attack the problem of child exploitation from its core, if we work together as stakeholders, all the way from the media, from the private sector, from the UN agencies, from our development partners, including donors, from coalitions and networks that promote children's rights within the Africa region and within each country. And if we also involve children and their families and communities, we are much more likely to stop the issue of child exploitation by 2030. In fact, possibly even before that. But then my specific call to action would be to a number of key stakeholders. That would include, for instance, the government, asking the government to make sure they are budgeting for child rights issues, and that budgeting for children is not one of the last things that you do, but it's actually an important part of budgeting for the country. Because without children, then we have no future. The idea of better together is really bringing the stakeholders on the table towards a particular goal. And the goal in this case by 2030 is to stop child exploitation. And for me as a regional director and our team in Africa, as well as our global team, we are ready to work with all the other stakeholders. We are ready to work with the media, the private sector, all the other agencies that work within the child rights space. This cannot be done alone. We need to do it together.